So anyway, we were talking. Linda Stevens is here from Artesia Clean and Wonderful, and
we were talking gaps
in the parade.
It was cute because Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse were walking and giving lots of pictures with the little kids.
Okay.
So that was cute.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot walk if you're Mickey and Minnie and not have a little kid come up and want hugs. So that was really sweet.
They were in the middle of the parade somewhere? Okay,
yes.
So they couldn't walk as fast as the vehicles. So there was a gap there.
Well, yeah, they were in front of one of the floats. But, you know, when you stop and take pictures, everybody's got to wait.
Yeah.
And you cannot disappoint these little children.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just too cute.
Mm-hmm.
So
what, of all the different floats, do you have one that really stood out in your mind that was because the theme was what? Traditions or?
No. I couldn't tell you right now.
Oh, okay.
But no, I didn't have a favorite per se. They were all really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put forth some effort in them and were good. And of course, they had the float with all the Disney characters. You know, that was kind of cute. But yeah, they really. The only thing that I would like to see, and I don't know if it could be arranged, kill the street lights. They do that in cruises at their lighted parade on July 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes such a difference because the lights, all the twinkle lights, all the drape lights, whatever in the parade, just enhances so much when it's dark.
Yeah.
Of course, with that much light in the parade, it's not dark. But you don't have all that overhead interference. You know? But if you could just kill the lights for 30 minutes or whatever on Main Street, it would be nice.
I'm going to say technically it's probably possible, but actually making that happen, it could be something as simple as a command in a laptop, or it could be something.
Pull the switch.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
No, everything's all digitally controlled.
And maybe nobody's even asked.
Yeah, or it may not be that simple. It may be, well, we got to do this, and then we got to do this, and then we got to reset this, and then by the time
they all could be photo sensors. You know, when it gets dark, the lights come on.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I figure
then that goes back to your idea. Just pull the kill switch.
Pull the kill switch. If cruises can do it, we ought to be able to do it. This can't be brain surgery.
Yeah. So Santa was in the parade.
Mm-hmm.
And then were there carolers and other stuff like that?
No.
Roaming downtown?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad.
Yes.
Did you walk around downtown, though?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Were there some nice things for people to see and do?
Yeah. We don't have that many, commercial businesses.
That's true.
Downtown, so
Benny's was probably packed.
And I don't think there was as many vendors as there has been in the past.
Uh-huh.
Because it didn't seem to be, there just wasn't. Yeah. So.
Turn that off there. And it's anonymous.
Oh, good.
So
Your car warranty is expired.
To which I say, yes, it is.
I got so many letters and so many calls. And so I was in Tate Branch one day I don't know what I needed on my vehicle. And I said, just out of curiosity, what kind of warranty do I have? Or do I? Because,
good question.
And he looked it up and he says, oh, my God, you cover everything. I said, good. Then I'm trashing all these letters that I get that are threatening me. And, of course, I was ignoring all the calls because I thought, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
If something breaks, I'll pay for it.
What's interesting is I occasionally will get something in the mail about the warranty.
Yes.
On a vehicle that we don't even own.
Oh, yeah.
So some of those have come in from time to time, too.
Yeah.
We need to check with you on your your 27, whatever. It's like, I haven't had that vehicle for 5 years. What database did you buy?
You just make this stuff up.
Oh, they all buy a mailing list from somewhere, so it's crazy. Well, good. Well, what's next? Because you're not doing the Yard of the Week. You're going to wait until the spring.
Christmas tree recycling.
Okay.
Trying to find a location.
Okay.
So, we had a great one that used to be where Alma's is now.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and they had the audacity to build a restaurant there, but whatever.
It's pretty popular,
some
too.
people don't obviously want tree recycling there because, we do have winds at times and they blow and, and I thought the perfect location would be that cutout where Mr. W's fireworks place is there by Concho.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went through all the efforts of finding out who owned that Mr. W's thing, and they said, oh, no, that's flammable. And I thought, seriously? Okay,
well,
whatever.
But they do their fireworks, I'm sure, through New Year's Eve. So they probably don't want people bringing trees there before
that could be.
They're done.
They might open it up, yeah.
Yeah, open up for fireworks. So you're looking for suggestions as to where folks
Something that's visible. I mean, we've had last year before, I don't remember, was behind La Quinta there somewhere, which is a wonderful gesture of, saying we could be there. But if it's not right smack in somebody's face that here it is, they won't find it.
Yeah.
So I've got to make some calls. I've got a couple of places scouted out that, if the city had just moved all the sand that they piled on the north lot of us, north of us, because we had it there one time. It was real nice. But then when they redid that entrance and all that, whatever, configured it, they left all their stuff piled on the slab.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So that, And
that parking lot or that vacant lot is so used for parking. The best thing the city could ever do is create. Yes.
Yeah, just pave it over.
There's a lot of us downtown that think this would be a grand idea. You could put a gazebo in the middle of it. You could have entertainment there in the evenings, businesses or whoever would want. Parking all the way around, because anytime during the noon hour or earlier, there's anywhere between 10 and 50 cars parked in there.
And this is the vacant lot directly behind your
behind
building,
our building, which is the corner
theater
of Texas and Fifth.
And there's that mural there.
Yes.
That people could see.
Enhances the beauty of that area.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
And it's right across from Beige Park, which gets utilized, for Veterans Day and Memorial Day, and so. Yeah.
And when they have council meetings, sometimes there's fire trucks and there's ambulances parked in that lot when they have to go to They need a place to park.
Well, back in the day, that was going to be a office building for the city. Yeah, and then that never happened.
That would have killed even more parking. I don't care what they say.
Well,
you bring more people from your offices that are scattered all over town and you put them in that building, those people have to have a place to park.
Well, they've done parking studies. And if you count the parking spaces up Texas and down Texas and all that, there's tons of parking spaces.
Yeah, and then when they're full, where are you supposed to park?
Well, I don't think they ever get full. But people don't want to walk 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Like if it's full right there, well, you could park half a block up further Texas, back towards Wells Fargo and all that. But who the heck wants to park 2 blocks away and walk? They want to park right in front. They want a parking space right in front of where they're going at the time that they're going.
I know it. But if you look towards Wells Fargo, if you're on Texas, there are not that many places to park. But
are they ever completely full with people doing that? Or are people spilling into the dirt lot behind your building and filling that up instead of using the parking spaces that are up and down Texas?
Well, if I had a drone, I'd go take pictures.
That'd be a good thing to do.
Yes. But, during school, the kids go to Kith and Kin for lunch.
That's right.
They don't have time to walk because, you have such a minute time frame to eat lunch. They have to scoff it up and go back.
Yeah.
So they drive.
What's funny is every day I read the school lunch menu. And we have basketball players, and we have football players, and we have volleyball players, and we have soccer players, and I always ask them, you ever eat the cafeteria food? 100% of all students who are juniors and seniors and sophomores who are athletes who come on the radio say no. They don't eat in the cafeteria. Like today, they had a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch. What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I should go to their cafeteria and check it out.
I mean, they make great food. It may
not be the cool thing.
Yeah. Well, of course not.
Food may be fine. It's just not cool.
But I mean, nothing against going to Kith and Kin. I'm not saying people shouldn't go to Kith and Kin.
But the Chinese restaurant is there too at the other corner, and they all need Well, you know what it's like to go to La Fonda?
Oh,
I
yeah.
might as well walk.
We do.
It would be
From
much
here.
more sense to walk
We do.
than
It's
try to find a place to park.
Most of the time it's a beautiful two block walk.
Oh,
we
yeah.
walk down.
Sure.
Most of the time, sometimes the
Yeah,
weather is
well,
not
if the wind is
cooperative.
blowing, it's royal pain. But,
Yeah, but
yeah.
we're here. I mean, we're downtown, so but you got a lot of people that come in.
Well,
that,
then you got El Dorado that's downtown, which
They get busy.
I do not comprehend how they were allowed to have a restaurant there with no parking, in a sense. Don't argue with me.
I'm not arguing with
No, but you're thinking it.
No.
You are.
No,
I mean, seriously.
it's-
because they park to go to the restaurant, there's no parking for businesses.
Right.
Or the businesses are parked and there's no parking for the restaurant.
right.
Because you know that if you're eating in a restaurant, you're not in and out of there in 15 minutes.
But what's wrong with parking in the Heritage parking lot
Lots of times that is
and
loaded.
walk through the Heritage Walkway?
Yeah.
And you're right there where the El Dorado is, or the Wellhead, or any of these other places. I think there's plenty of parking spaces to accommodate all these different things, but they don't get utilized because they're not in the right place. They're up Texas, they're down Texas, they're back over here on Quay, the library parking lot. They have a beautiful parking lot back behind the library. But who wants to park on the back side of the library?
Last night I might as well have walked from my house to come down to the parade.
Exactly.
Because I parked down across from the bank because I was going to park in the bank parking lot or check and see.
Yeah.
Blow that out of the water. So I had to make a U-turn a three-point turn, we'll call it, because the cones had blocked the street, of course. And so I
Right.
thought, well, this is going to be,
Yeah.
And so right by the alley on the right-hand side headed south, there was, and I thought, I'm parking here. I don't care.
Yeah.
And so I walked, which didn't kill me. It was a wonderful night.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem walking.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But
I
a lot
should
of
have
people
walked
do.
From home.
A lot of people
yes,
do.
And there are a lot of elderly people that cannot
That's
walk
right.
that much.
That-
and if
that's
they
right.
want to go in a place, they really kind of get as
Well,
close
hopefully
as
there
they
are
can.
some handicap spots that are close by to accommodate those folks, because you're exactly right. But these same folks that can't find a spot and they don't want to walk a block and a half or 2 blocks, they'll park out in the middle of they'll park out by the car wash at Walmart, and they'll walk across that entire parking lot, and they don't have a problem with that. But they have a problem with not being able to find a spot right smack dab in front of where they're
Well,
going
the
to
same.
downtown.
You could say the same thing as if you ever go to a mall.
Yeah.
People will pull up probably to the closest store they want to go in, but they will walk the entire mall.
Yes.
And then go. It's like, well, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
your 10,000 steps in today.
Well, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. No, it's an age-old problem.
Sure.
And then it
Sure.
gets compounded with different situations like what you're what
Well,
you're
I'm
talking
capable
about.
of walking, but I still want to get. If I was going to go to Wells Fargo from here, I would want to drive.
That's right.
Despite the fact that I can walk.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
No, you're exactly right. It's
Yeah.
it's a
When
dilemma.
I was a kid, I had to walk to school all the time.
Yeah, 2 miles uphill both ways,
Well,
right?
it wasn't uphill, but
in the
it
snow
was.
and the wind.
Oh, listen, when I was a kid, the dirt storms, I remember going from junior high to the high school for driver's ed, and we would walk backwards because the sand would be blowing
Hey.
so bad that it would cut our face. And you couldn't wear pants
You
to school
talk about
in those
that,
days.
but don't make the soccer moms. I mean, look at all the construction that the schools have had to go through to separate the bus lanes from the pickup lanes. Are there any kids that do walk to and from school anymore? Because it looks
Probably
to me,
if they were in a couple of block radius.
yeah, but it looks to me like the vast majority of the kids, there's 1 or 2 kids in an SUV, and they get dropped off and picked up from school. And there's a lot of reasons for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at what the schools have had to do to try to accommodate these massive amounts of parents that are picking up and dropping off kids before and after school every day. You don't want to be anywhere near a school
when my youngest-
in the afternoon.
Yeah, when my youngest daughter that lives in Tennessee, when the kids were going to school, she picked up she calls them the littles,
Mm-hmm.
the youngest 2 from school. And you had to go get in line early.
Yep.
I mean, you may be in line for 40 minutes because of the amount of people that were picking up their kids.
Yep.
Because if you didn't, your kids were on the bus for over an hour.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Despite the fact that they didn't live that far from the school.
Yep.
And it was just ridiculous to have
Oh,
them ride because of the amount of time they were going to be on the bus.
And the world has changed, and we see what happens in other parts of the country, and people say, I'm not letting my kid walk, you know.
Well, there was no way they could. They were too far to walk. Plus, they had to go back on base.
Yeah.
You know, they were too far to walk, but not an hour's worth or more to be on the bus.
To go to junior high, from where I live, where I grew up, it was a mile up the hill, and then it was a mile down the hill and back to the house. So I didn't walk uphill both ways. But, I mean, snow, wind, you know.
Well, I used to walk home for
bundled up,
lunch
had the coat and everything.
And let me tell you how fast you walk home for lunch if you want to walk home. You know, and it was probably, gosh, I don't know how many blocks it was. 9, 10 blocks maybe, and then to the high school. And then, of course, who uses a locker? Because it's never where you need it for your books. And so you're lugging this, and there weren't backpacks in those days.
Nowadays,
you had to
it's all the
carry
backpacks,
them, you know, so we all had muscles.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's the backpacks, and I mean, even the adults have the backpacks now, and it's kind of a crazy thing.
The dirt storms then, because like I said, we couldn't wear pants to school, and that sand would just cut your skin. Oh, it was miserable. Yeah.
So, you would like to find a location
for trees.
Yes. So if people are able to find a fresh cut Christmas tree, and would like to have it recycled, because you have it turned into mulch, right?
Yes. Last year, I don't think there were any in town anybody was selling.
Well, and I've heard on the news there's going to be maybe a shortage for a number of different reasons, that there may not be as many fresh cut trees available this year.
I have seen some in the back of pickups that obviously were bought somewhere. I mean, they didn't look like they were the kind that you just, hey, let me get a permit and I'll go up and
you can get your permit from the Forest Service. They're doing permits this year, and so you can go up into the mountains and cut a tree.
That's kind of neat, because you know, when the sky is your ceiling, they don't look as tall as you think as they really are. It's like, well, that's not tall enough. Maybe I need. And then you get home and you got to whack 4 feet off the bottom because it's not going to fit in your house.
Yep, that's right. That's right. But, I mean, some people do that, and that may be the best way for some people to get a fresh cut tree.
And it would be a great experience.
It is. It is.
Get your kids off their phones and their electronics and experience the great outdoors and see what they can find. And the smells of the fresh air is wonderful. Take a picnic lunch. If you don't know what that is, that means you make sandwiches at home and take it with you. And sodas and Cokes. And when you pack in your trash, you pack that stuff out too. You do not leave trash in the forest. That's the ultimate sin.
That's right. That's right. You're exactly right. So do that. But if you have a suggestion, or you've got a piece of property that you would like to have Linda consider,
give me a call and I'll think about it. Go check it out. Because what we usually end up doing is just putting some barrels around, 6 or 7 barrels, 9 maybe, and then putting that
police tape.
Yeah, but it doesn't say crime scene or caution. It's usually pink or green or yellow or something, because kind of mark off the location.
The tree corral.
Yes, there you go. The tree corral. Put your trees in the. Yeah. And of course, it would be nice if you took off the ornaments and the stands and lights, because. I've got an ornament sitting there in the office still that's somebody's first Christmas ornament.
Oh, wow.
Little brass. And I cannot believe that they intended.
Yeah.
And when we found it, I talked about it, I think, for a couple of years, thinking hopefully somebody would hear and say, oh, my goodness, that's mine.
Yeah.
Because I would hate to lose my kids' first ornaments.
What if they got a divorce?
The kid is still there. It could be theirs. Come on. Kid's probably graduated high school now.
Probably by now. That's right. Well, that's good. So give you a call, and then you can talk and see if you can come up with a good spot. Because does the city do the mulching for you? So they're already ready to go with that.
Yeah. They just come pick them up and then run them through their chipper mulcher thingy out there. And then you're free to go get it. You know, there's no charge for all this. There's no charge for the mulch or whatever that they do out there now. It's just when they chip up a bunch of stuff, it's like, please come and get this and get it out of our way.
So do they have like a mulch pile out there?
Yeah, when you take out limbs and stuff, they will chip it all up.
Okay.
And mulch, chip, whatever. That's why they want you to not take huge, giant limbs. You know, they want them a certain length or whatever to fit in their chipper. So, but tree stands don't, you know, don't
not the
act
best.
well in the chipper. No, you need to take those off. One year we did have a beautiful artificial tree that got thrown away, and it was like, wait a minute, this isn't going.
That's
we'll
not
take
mulch.
this to the thrift shop. This is perfect. This is beautiful. It's like, why did somebody chuck this? You know, what were they thinking?
Well, they needed to get rid of it, I guess.
Yeah,
and
we're a
but
little lazy to take it out.
Your Christmas tree corral will be for live, fresh cut, actual wood trees.
Yes.
And not the metal kind or the plastic kind or anything like that.
And lights don't chip up well either, so
no,
please.
You don't want to use that for mulch either.
You wouldn't think you'd have to say this, but, you know.
Oh, yes, you do.
You know, it's easy to miss an ornament in a tree. That's easy to do.
Yeah.
Because you think you got them all.
But not the stand.
No, that's kind of obvious.
And not
I
all
would
the lights or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. So how do folks get a hold of you, Linda?
748-3192. And of course, we all know you got to dial the 575.
Right.
Because if you don't, it'll let you know that you need to.
That's right.
So, but yeah, and if I'm not right there to answer, leave a message. You know, it will ring about 6 times, and then you can leave your message, and I will call you back.
Very good. Well,
works well.
Linda, thank you so much. Enjoy your blueberry muffin from McDonald's.
We still have nice weather to do cleanups.
Okay. So
I don't think we're going to have a killer frost anytime soon.
Probably right after the first of the year. So
yeah. So, but now we could get rid of the last of the weeds and, you know, do that last mowing and make up. I don't care if your yard is full of Christmas decorations. If you've got weeds and grass, it really doesn't enhance the beauty of your ornaments. So let's do something about it. Yes.
All right, Linda. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
We'll see you next week. All right, we're going to take a break.